Blessings and welcome back to the Q&A portion of the course. We are at section number 4. Go ahead and grab your writing materials and the PDF printout so you can jot down amazing, brilliant notes. Part 4, question 23. What are relationships and what do they serve for? So the reason why we get into relationships is because relationships serve for personal growth. Every relationship we are part of is an aspect of ourselves that we need to get to know in order to realize ourselves. What do I mean by that? Every single time we choose to be in a relationship with another person, the only reason why we ask the universe to provide us with another person is for personal growth. Because what happens when we are in relationships is we get triggered and a lot of different aspects of ourselves come up to the surface because we start showing our true colors. We start taking off the masks. So that's why we are in a relationship in the first place. Yes, sex is a great part of a relationship. Yes, going on adventures and enjoying each other is a great part of a relationship. But the essence and the core and the reason why we are in a relationship in the first place is because they are the deepest, most authentic reflections of ourselves. So if we don't like what we see in our partner, guess what we truly don't like. Because it has nothing to do with our partner. Because our partners is just an aspect of ourselves that we have called forth for the purpose of personal growth, for the purpose of self-development, to realize ourselves. So anytime we don't like something about someone else, if it happens to be a partner, family member, kid, someone we meet on the street, a coworker, it's just an aspect of ourselves that we're trying to push away. All relationships come from personal growth, and we choose our environment for our own personal growth. Because nobody makes us, unless we're kids, nobody makes us be certain places. We get the chance to choose, and the reason why we choose where we are at any given moment is for personal growth. So relationships are all aspects of the self, and they all serve for personal growth to help us realize who we are. Because as I mentioned previously, we are all part of one consciousness, that one source, that's something that makes the heart beat without any conscious effort on our end. We're all part of this, and we're just an extension of it. One precious extension of divinity. But we're all part of the same consciousness, the same source, the same quantum computer, and we're all just little pieces of the puzzle, having other people come into our life to help us realize the self, realize the one consciousness, the oneness, the quantum computer, the one thing that operates us all. Okay? The next question. How to attract love into my life? Woo! Well, first of all, it definitely has to be on your 7F manifesting vision board. And you have to put yourself in the driver's seat. So what the perfect relationship looks like in terms of images, words, and you have to actually enter that frequency. We're all vibrational beings, since energy is constantly expanding and contrasting into new possibilities. The vibration that we exert out is the vibration that we bring in. Now, why do people want to be in relationships in the first place? besides realizing themselves, is because of the feelings that are derived as a result of being in a relationship. So if you can get into those feelings, into that frequency, and make room, literally creating a container for your relationship, then your relationship will manifest. And what do I mean by creating a container? If you are going camping, set up 2 chairs. Sleep on one side of the bed. Set up the table when you're having dinner for 2. You have to create that which you want to call forth. And then after creating it, leaving room for it, being prepared for it because it's already come, all you have to do is become a vibrational match with it. You have to follow your own bliss. I also describe something called the Dream Man Project on my website, where you can really hone down into exactly what you want, get to the feeling of it in every aspect of life, in every aspect of partnership, life experience, and then release it. And then the most important ingredients is to focus on yourself, on your own happiness and your own transformation. Because when you focus on yourself and you go to places that you enjoy and you're constantly going down on your path to your own happy, to your own flow, to your own alignment, to something you're passionate about, your contribution to the world, your healing, then you are expanding. Then you are going through these lower vibrational states on the pyramid of consciousness and elevating yourself up. And when you are transforming, when you're going on your own path and you're elevating your own vibrational state as a result of realizing your stories and transforming them, you begin to attract people that want to resonate on the same frequency as you. And the happier, more uplifting you are, the more of a pool of people you get to choose from because they flock to you like magnets. Because remember, we are all vibrational beings projecting to the universe the vibration, the frequency which we are, which all begins with our thoughts. So our thoughts create things. Our thoughts are not inside our head, they are projected out into the universe and attracting back the same type of thoughts, the same types of feelings which we already feel. So if we want a partner who is in great shape, but we are overweight, guess what? Where's the alignment in that? If we want a partner that's going to motivate and inspire us, but we don't feel like we are motivating and inspiring, where's the alignment in that? We first must become that which we seek, and then that which we seek will be attracted to us like a magnet. Whoop. We first have to realize that we are whole and complete as we are, go on our own transformational journey, learn how to love ourselves, our lower vibrational states, every part of who we are, our emotions, and then we will attract love effortlessly as a result of changing ourselves. If we want somebody who is more successful financially, vitality, someone who is more into adventures, then we have to become that person. If we want someone who's a successful musician and also very sexual and also very expressive and wants a family, then we have to become that in order to attract the same thing. Whatever it is that we want, we have to become that for ourselves first and then see how we attract ourselves to ourselves. And it all comes down to accepting every part of who we are first, because then we can allow for others to be who they are, however they choose to be. Because there's always going to be quirks, there's always going to be different things that we don't like. But as long as the fundamentals are there, the most important things, and if you do the Dream Man Project on my website, dasha.love, then you will be in more alignment with what you want. As long as the fundamentals, what's important to you, is there, everything else is fluff. Everything else is just transformation, patience, individuality. So to attract love, you must become love. You must become loving if you want loving to be returned. If you want love to be unconditional, then you must first become unconditionally loving yourself. to yourself first and foremost, and then to other people. And how do you do that? Use any of the tools that are described in my book, or any of the tools that I describe in the course, the 7F Manifesting Vision Board, the daily rituals, the Pyramid of Consciousness. Use all of these tools to help you understand yourself, so that way you can fall in love with yourself in the process of transforming yourself, in the process of manifesting, and then you'll attract love into your life effortlessly. Okay? I believe in you. You got this. The next question is 25. How to transform your relationship with your partner, family, or kids. Why are relationships gifts? So as I mentioned before, relationships are all aspects of ourselves. There's nothing that happens to us. Everything happens for us. And when we don't like something we see on the outside, whether it is a relationship with a partner, a lover, friend, or a child, we have to go on an inner journey to transform ourselves in order to see a different reflection being reflected back at us. Because everyone is a mirror. It serves as a mirror. And in order to change the outer world, we must change the world within. So every time you don't like something about your relationship, go on an inner journey. Find what makes you happy. Find your form of expression. Use the visioning. Use the daily rituals. Start writing. Whatever your form of expression is, go towards your own happy. Because people, they experience us through our feelings, not through the words. So when we find a way to accept every part of ourselves and elevate our own vibrational state, our own feelings by changing our thoughts, guess what's being projected out when we focus on ourselves, our inner state, instead of putting our happiness or expectations out on someone else? Guess what happens to our inner state when we're following our own bliss? When instead of seeking validation on the outside and approval on the outside, we go within. Everything changes. When we follow our own bliss, we transform and we radiate these feelings of acceptance, love, abundance. And that changes the way everyone feels. Our resonance, our frequency changes the way people react toward us as a result of us changing the way we react toward ourselves inside. When we are following our bliss and we are following ourselves, everything changes. We radiate that frequency of love and light, of peace and understanding. And then we stop looking at another, but rather focusing on our own state. Seeing how by changing our own state, our outer world changes. And those of you who are parents, kids mimic the way that you feel about yourself. Not what you say. We're all like little monkeys. It's not about words, it's about feelings. So the way that you feel about yourself, how much you accept yourself, how much you believe in yourself is how much your child will believe in themselves too. It's not words, feelings. If you believe in yourself and you're following your own bliss and you're doing your self-care and you're supporting yourself in the process, then your child is going to be able to do the same for themselves. And isn't that what every parent wants to do at the end of the day? Is to help their child feel supported in the process of figuring out what they want. Their transformation is to living an abundant life where they experience no limits, where they feel like they're limitless, where they can get up every time they get knocked back down. I mean, that is the wish of every parent, is to love their children enough for their children to be able to be strong enough to pursue their passions, their dreams, their own definition of success. So that's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do to our kids. is to accept fully, but first we got to do that for ourselves. To love fully, that's what we got to do for every people we interact with, because every people we interact with is just a child in a grown-up body, and everyone is just doing their best. So if we can do that for ourselves, if we can go on an inner journey ourselves every time we don't like our outer world, then the outer world will change as a result of us changing ourselves. Okay? I believe in you. I know you got this. You just got to keep going. Don't project out. All the answers you seek are found within. Okay? Okay. Whew. Next part. How can declaring a goal and following through help spiritually? When you are using this manifesting path, as I previously discussed, you are just declaring your own version and definition of what right now would make you feel love. So whatever this focus point is, whatever this goal that you put on your manifesting is, these are all your definitions of love. So whatever you're marching toward, at the essence of it is your path to love. It doesn't matter what goal you put on the vision board, it all leads exactly the same way to you realizing how powerful you are, to you realizing that you're a spiritual being having a life experience here on earth with this body, to you realizing that you're beyond this body, that something else gives you life, makes your heart beat. So through the process of this manifesting, you're going on your path of transforming, realizing yourself. When you declare a vision and you go toward it, you're actually headed toward love. And the definition of love for you may change, but ultimately when you start doing more and more of these visionings, you will see that the reason why you want to manifest anything, why you want to create anything, is because of this feeling. So then when I teach you that all you have to do is always tap into the feeling, everything becomes effortless. Manifesting becomes effortless because you're flowing with the feelings of already having it. And you can have anything as long as it comes from the heart for a purpose that's bigger than who you are. Okay, next question. 27. What is divine timing and how to allow trust and receive? So divine timing is universal timing. It means that the universe will help you manifest when you are ready and when you are in alignment with your manifestation. Sometimes you feel like you want something and you want it now. In today's day and age of Amazon and Facebook likes, we get confused and we stop trusting that everything is working for us and that everything's going to happen at the right time. We use man-made time, months, days, and when we don't hit those, we get disappointed. But the truth is, we can only look backwards to why and how everything happened at the right time. So we have to learn how to trust that even if we do set up quote-unquote dates and goals, that they can tweak and change according to universal time, the time where we are going to get ourselves into alignment with what we truly want. Getting into alignment is the most difficult part because it's a frequency shift into truly believing that we are deserving and we are worthy of that which we are asking for without any resistance in the body. And sometimes even when we get really close, and we're like, oh my God, I'm almost there and I've got the deadlines, and something happens and it crashes and burns and we have to start over. Like that happened to me many times with books, websites, videos. And only after the fact, after doing it 5 more times and messing up every time, or 11 more times, or thousands of times with the books, only after the fact, I recognize why it had to take so long to get to how beautiful it is now. It's only looking backwards. And I believe Steve Jobs said that. You can only look backwards and see why things happen at the right time and why they happen exactly the way that they were supposed to happen. So divine timing is universal time. It's not man-made time with dates, datelines, hours. Trust in the bigger picture. Trust that you will be provided for and that everything always happens at the right time. You'll see. Just trust. The next question: what does it mean to feel and embody your manifestation manifested? Good question. So here we go. Let me demonstrate. This is the vision board, 7F manifesting. And the 7 F's that are on there are the 7 areas of life, which is the family, very important, our friends, our financial abundance, the feelings, obviously, because the feelings will ultimately lead us to the manifestation of everything else, our fitness and food intake, the fun that we're enjoying in life, and the freedom, being our best self, our awakening, and our contribution to the world. The way we embody this is when after we've created all the images and the affirmation sentences. I'm so happy and grateful to travel the world and channel now that my vision manifested, for example. Or I'm so happy and grateful to dance and eat the right food for my body now that my vision manifested. Or I'm so happy and grateful that now I have $500,000 in my bank account now that my vision manifested. We have to embody all of these different frequencies, these different states of being. Again, for the friends, I'm so happy and grateful to have friends that have a bigger vision for me than I do for myself and support my dreams now that my vision manifested. So we have to actually create these affirmation statements, and that's all of week 1 in the course. We have to create these affirmation statements as if our visions have already manifested. Whatever our vision might be, it might be to write a book, it might be skydiving, it might be to get a promotion, it might be to have a family, it might be just to get some rest right now, it might be to just go on vacation. Whatever your vision might be, it doesn't matter, it's the same path. Just choose one at a time and then embody it as if it already happened. So you go to that vision. Let's say for you it was to take a break, maybe to have 2 weeks off and go travel. So now to embody the vision manifested, you got to be there to get there. So you actually have to go to that place where you are hanging out at that location, that vacation destination. And let's say, for example, it's Mexico, Tulum. You have to actually feel what it's like to walk on the sand and to feel this freedom and to feel all the people around you laughing. Maybe you're seeing some fire spinners in the distance. You're seeing all the restaurants. You're feeling the heat on your body. You have to actually be there. So now you're there in your mind. It really happened for you for real. And now you create your affirmations with the other 7 F's in order to embody that. So now that you've embodied that your vision manifested, you are in Tulum in Mexico on vacation for 2 weeks, you've enjoyed this, and now that your vision manifested, what are you doing for fun? And now that your vision manifested, it already happened in your mind, what are you doing for fitness and food? Now that your vision manifested, how are you feeling? Are you at these higher vibrational states or at the lower ones? Of course you're at the higher vibrational states. Now that your vision manifested, what type of friends do you have? Now that your vision manifested, what type of relationship are you experiencing with your family? Now that your vision manifested, what is your financial abundance? Now you gotta embody all of these things. Like right now you are in Tulum in Hawaii. You gotta put this overall picture, because it already manifested, how to align every area of your life. Because it's a frequency, and when you tap into that frequency, you operate differently. And now that you're in Hawaii, oh wow, now you know you're dancing, you're working out, you're eating right, because you gotta have this fabulous body because you're in Hawaii. You have friends that support your dreams, so probably friends that maybe go with you, or Hawaii or Mexico, maybe friends that go with you there and they support your dreams, and you feel a vibrational match with your friends. You gotta have a certain amount of money in your bank account, and you gotta embody that you already have this amount of money in your bank account. And how are you feeling now that you're free, that you are on your vacation in Mexico, in Tulum or in Hawaii, wherever? And you gotta live that. You literally live into your manifestations. Whatever you choose, you live into it. You do all of the things as if it already happened. You feel like it already happened. And the more in alignment with it you become through your daily rituals, the sooner it will unfold in your life, and you will notice how it's you and your vibrational state that allowed for the shift and the change to happen. Because you embody it. You operate from one level of awareness, knowing that next week or next month you are heading on your vacation, that it's already happened. Whether you bought a ticket or not, you operate from a certain level of knowing, of conviction, when you know something happened without a doubt. And when you know something happened, even if it didn't happen, and you align every area of your life with it, it will not have a chance but not to happen. You just have to believe it. That's the key ingredient. You have to live your way into it. Literally reprogramming that you're deserving and you're worthy of it, and it's gonna happen. Okay? The next question. Oh, I guess this is it. Good job, guys. I'm so proud of you for completing part 4 of the Q&A. And for that, I want to give you guys a standing ovation because you did it. Love and light. Keep it going. Keep taking tons of notes, and come back to this recording anytime you see and feel fit.